morning students. Today we are discussing about the nucleus. Nucleus is a spherical structure seen at the center of the cell. Nucleus has a double layered outer covering that is called a nuclear membrane. This nuclear membrane has pores, and these pores help the nucleus to transfer materials from the nucleus to outside, that is to the cytoplasm. Okay, transfer of materials from the nucleus to cytoplasm is through the pores present in the nuclear membrane. Okay, then nucleus contains, inside the nucleus there are thread-like structures, and these thread-like structures are called chromatin materials. Chromatin materials. These chromatin materials become thick and rod-shaped when the cell is about to divide. Before the division of the cell, the thread-like chromatin materials become thick and rod-shaped, and these rod-shaped thick structures are called chromosomes. Okay, chromosomes contain the information necessary for inheritance from parents to next generation. Then the chromosomes are made up of DNA and protein. DNA molecule and protein. DNA, you know, deoxyribonucleic acid is a nucleic acid molecule. Okay, DNA contains the information for constructing and organizing the cell. Okay, then DNA, the functional units of functional segments of DNA are called genes. Functional segments of DNA are called genes. Then let us see the function of a nucleus. Function of nucleus. Nucleus has very important role in cellular reproduction. Nucleus has a very important role in cellular reproduction. Actually, the nucleus is controlling the way and form of cell development. Nucleus is controlling the way and form of cell development by directing the different biochemical activities inside the cell. Okay. Then, based on the presence or absence of nuclear membrane, based on the presence or absence of nuclear membrane, there are two types of organisms. Two types of organisms. First one is prokaryotes, and the other group is eukaryotes. Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In prokaryotes, nuclear membrane is absent. Nuclear membrane is absent. So, the nuclear region in the cell of prokaryotes is not clear or not distinct. We can say poorly developed nuclear region or undefined nucleus. That is, nuclear membrane is absent. So, that nuclear region looks undefined or not clear or not distinct. Such undefined or poorly developed nuclear region is called nucleoid. Okay, so eukaryotes nuclear membrane is present. Nuclear membrane is present and nuclear region is clear and distinct. Okay, the organisms of cells having poorly developed nuclear region are called prokaryotes. Pro means very primitive. So this type of nucleus is seen, nucleoid is seen in primitive organisms like bacteria. Okay. Then next difference is membrane bound organelles are absent. Membrane bound organelles are also absent here. You know cell organelles. So in prokaryotes the membrane bound cell organelles are absent. And the functions of the cell organelles, the activities performed by cell organelles are done with the help of poorly developed cytoplasmic extensions of the cell in prokaryotes. Here membrane bound organelles are present. Membrane bound cell organelles are present. Okay. All the higher plants, animals, fungi are eukaryotes with a clearly distinct nucleus. So organisms of cells having well developed nuclear region is called eukaryotes. Okay, there is a table in your textbook that is in page number 63 and do complete this table. First one, size generally small, then eukaryote size generally large. Nuclear region poorly developed nuclear region and known as nucleoid. Okay, then eukaryotic cell nuclear region is well defined and surrounded by a nuclear membrane. Chromosome single in prokaryotes and eukaryotes more than one chromosome. Membrane bound organelles are absent and eukaryotes membrane bound organelles are present. Next we go to cytoplasm. The fluid content inside the plasma membrane is called a cytoplasm. Fluid content inside the cytoplasm is called inside the cell membrane is called fluid content inside the cell membrane or plasma membrane is called cytoplasm. Okay, then cell membrane, the presence of cell membrane has an important role in doing making the cell active. For example, viruses do not have cell membrane. So they are inactive in the outside environment. They become very active only inside a living cell and uses its machinery for its multiplication. So cell membrane is very important. Okay. Then the various organelles found in the cytoplasm are endoplasmic reticulum, the next one is the Golgi apparatus, then lysosomes, mitochondria, plastids, and vacuums. These are the various cytoplasmic organelles present in the cytoplasm. Endoplasmic reticulum. We can study this in detail. So, endoplasmic reticulum. It is a network of membrane-bound tubes and sheaths. Endoplasmic reticulum is a network of membrane-bound tubes and sheaths. It looks like long tubules or oblong or round bags. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. That is rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes is one component. On the surface of some endoplasmic reticulum, there are certain structures called ribosomes are attached to that ribosome, that endoplasmic reticulum. So, the presence of ribosomes makes the endoplasmic reticulum looks rough. Ribosomes are attached on the surface of certain endoplasmic reticulum, and that looks rough, and that is called a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Here the ribosomes are absent. Ribosomes are absent. So it looks smooth. Okay, that is the main difference. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are present, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are absent. Then let us see the functions. Ribosomes, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum, protein synthesis is the main function of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Protein synthesis. Here, production of or synthesis of lipids and fats. Lipids and fats are synthesized by smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, main function is a protein synthesis. And some of the proteins and lipids prepared by these two endoplasmic reticulums are used for manufacturing of a cell membrane. Cell membrane. So, the proteins and lipids produced by endoplasmic reticulum are used for the building of a cell membrane. And that building of cell membrane is called a membrane biogenesis. Membrane biogenesis. So we can say the function of endoplasmic reticulum is a membrane biogenesis. Then some of the proteins act as a hormones or hormones and enzymes. Hormones and enzymes. Okay. Then endoplasmic reticulum act as a channel for transporting materials. Channel for transporting materials. Channel for transporting materials from the cytoplasm to the nucleus and also to various parts of the cytoplasm. Okay. Then the next function is It acts as a cytoplasmic network. Cytoplasmic network. It forms the last function of the endoplasmic reticulum is it forms a cytoplasmic network for doing various biochemical activities. It acts as a surface for doing various biochemical activities of the cell. Then another important function of SER is, that is the function of SER only, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. In liver cells of vertebrates, this SER has an important role in the destroying of or detoxifying of drugs and poisons. That is in the liver cells of vertebrates. SER has an important or major role in detoxifying drugs and poisons. So we can summarize the functions again. RER, the function of RER is protein synthesis. Then main function of SER is lipids and production of lipids and fats. And some of the proteins and lipids are used for building cell membrane, that is called a membrane biogenesis. Then some proteins act as hormones and enzymes. Then endoplasmic reticulum act as a channel for transporting materials. It also works like a cytoplasmic network for doing various biochemical activities. Then SER has an important function in the liver cells of vertebrates that helps in the detoxifying poisons and drugs in the liver cells. Okay, then write the questions. Differentiate between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. The next one, write a short note on endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, that's all today. Thank you.